Hey, Handy Chevrolet. This is for the Saturday morning sales meeting. I just wanted to go over the 2016 Chevy Silverado in depth. And what we're going to go over is all the dash displays, what the customer's options are, things like the speedometer, how you only see miles per hour, and how you can switch that to kilometers if for some reason your customer does go up to Canada. Also, I'll demonstrate how to access the remote window operation, where if you hold the unlock button for 5 seconds, it'll roll down all the windows, and that's a good demonstration for your customer, just to show the technology within this truck before you even get in it. Sets up a good standard for your test drive and things of that nature. So let's jump inside and see what the 2016 Chevy Silverado has to offer. So this is our 2016 Chevy Silverado from the inside of the vehicle. I just want to go over a few things with you guys so you get a better understanding of how this whole dash system works and what it has to offer to the customer. Starting all the way to the left is your remote window operation, your power door unlock, and your your rearview mirror operation. You can change the angle of your rearview mirror just by selecting which mirror you want to move, and then move it with this dial here on the top. If the vehicle is equipped with fog lights, the fog light button will be right here, and that's a button you literally just push in and the fog lights will come on. Your four-wheel drive, you have auto, which is basically an all-wheel drive type mode where it's in two-wheel drive unless it requires traction, and then the four-wheel drive kicks in. You have four-wheel high and four-wheel low. Trailer brake controller is located right on the left here. Very easy to use, and that's something that you can demonstrate for your customer when they come in. Cruise controls on the left hand side of the steering wheel, your Bluetooth hands-free callings on the right hand side, and also if your customer has an iPhone, you can push in and hold this push to talk button, and that'll connect. Once your phone's hooked up to Bluetooth, you can access Siri right through this button, which is really cool for a lot of customers. And this is how you can answer a call, decline a call. Now we're going to demonstrate now how you use your how you read all your gauges, and how you use the instrument panel right in the middle here. So your RPMs are on the left, your battery gauge is the second one, your oil temp, gasoline level, your water temp, gasoline level, oil temp, and then your speedometer. Now, for people that want to learn how to use this computer system in here, you basically can access it all just by using these 4 buttons right here, as well as the check mark. So basically the first thing that I ask my customers to do when they get in is push left. That brings up a button with all options that this screen has to offer, one being info, audio, phone, navigation, and options. Info is basically your just standard driving info. You can see miles per hour, fuel economy. There's actually 2, one for trip A, one for trip B. Fuel range remaining, oil life left, tire pressure gauge, and your fuel economy in the last 50 miles, and you can even up that to 400 miles or down to 25 miles, or you can just reset it to the best score. Now if you push down one more time, it gives you nothing, and back to speedometer. So if we go to audio, now no media found, but if you click on the audio on your head unit here, your 8-inch touchscreen, and you can access that to XM, and you can change that right on the setting here just by pushing the up and down buttons. Will also change your station. Same thing with FM or AM radio, and you can actually change the radio media to FM, AM, XM, or your auxiliary input mode, which is really cool. You can basically do everything from the touch of a button right on your steering wheel. Phone is obviously your Bluetooth capability. Once your phone's hooked up to Bluetooth, you'll be able to see, you know, incoming calls, outgoing calls, things of that nature. Navigation, if you input a route from OnStar into your navigation system, your turn-by-turn directions can display here if that's what you want to see. It'll also display on your 8-inch touchscreen, so you don't have to worry about that as much. And right from here, if you push the right button, you can resume route. You can actually ask it not to talk to you while you're driving so it doesn't distract you. And options is our final option to choose from. And right now it's in US miles per hour. And basically you can change that to kilometers per hour just by pushing the right arrow button down to metric, and now your speedometer is now into kilometers. It's very easy for your customers to use, and basically I just ask all my customers to get very used to their vehicle, play with buttons, you know, get to know your Silverado inside and out. There's a speed warning feature which helps you maintain a speed limit. Say if it's 55 miles an hour, if you're going over 55, it'll actually warn you on here that you're going too fast, which is all very cool. We learned a little bit about Apple iPlay, so I'm just going to go over your normal everyday use of your Chevy MyLink radio. Same as your system on here, on your dash, you can also access audio. You can click radio, media, which is your auxiliary input. You can also go to menu, pick out your tone settings, things of that nature. What's also really cool is that if you're in XM, you can basically just push on this button right here, which will allow you just to scroll through all the XM channels available to you without actually switching the station. And then you can change it just by selecting, say, the groove. Go back, you can browse by genre, which is really cool, because if someone just likes country or just likes, and you can actually push the view button to view what the artist is and what they're singing at the moment. You also have a couple different settings to choose from, and you can easily set the groove as your first channel just by pushing it in and holding the button, which sets your station in place. Another thing you can do is just tune, and you can go to whatever station you like. For me, I like 44 Hip Hop Nation, which is also really cool, and it just switches to that station. You can also seek by just pushing right or left. Very easy to use. And if you push the menu button while in the XM radio, you can see categories. And this is what I was talking about as far as genres go. Rock, pop, hip hop, R&B, and you can actually slide your screen down just from the push of a button. And just touching the screen. So that's all really cool. The audio system is very easy to use. So isn't the phone. Voice activation, contacts, recent calls, keypad, voicemail, and duplicate phones paired. And it'll show you a list of those phones paired. Projection is your Apple iPlay, which Scott Bedell went over that feature, which is actually an upgrade to the 2016's. OnStar navigation, which is just a turn-by-turn navigation provided to you by OnStar. Settings. This is where you can go and change your mode of your truck, or the language, time and date. And how I get the remote vehicle window operation is you click on vehicle. You go down to remote, lock, unlock, and start. You go all the way down. You can adjust your heated seats in here. Your remote window operation is right here. You push OK and just make sure that's turned on, and you can present that to your customer as a really cool feature before you get in the truck. You can set your remote door unlocks to unlock all doors or just the driver's door the first time you hit the key fob. And you can also get feedback as far as lights and horn. You can have everything off so it doesn't flash at you, lights only or horn only. It really lets you customize this truck in any way, shape, or form that you want. You have lighting options, comfort and convenience. I mean, you basically can make this truck your own. You also have Bluetooth in here, Apple CarPlay, voice, and rear view camera. And you can also, if you get to a point where, you know what, I don't like the settings the way I set them, you can change them back to the factory settings just by pushing on this button. Rear view camera, you know, you can basically turn the guidance lines on and off, and that basically is these yellow lines in here. You can turn those off or have them on, whichever you prefer. Pandora, you can listen to that when you're hooked up to Bluetooth, and basically that can run off the 4G LTE Wi-Fi that you're provided for 3 months to use it. Texting is also an option on here if you have your phone paired up, and OnStar as well. And you have up to 10 radio stations that you can apply to the bottom here. So if you have a lot of different favorites, it makes it really cool. If you want to shut off your system altogether or mute it, you can push and hold this button, which turns it off, which is really cool. A lot of people like that. They don't like the brightness of it at night, so it's really cool. Not to backtrack at all, but we have a trailer option mode, here, as well as your Triptronic to shift up and down gears. Heated seats in the 2LT. With the Z71 package, you also have dual climate control, passenger heated seats, traction control, rear cargo light, and your engine hill descent, which helps your engine brake while going down a hill, so you don't wear and tear your brakes out like the vehicles used to do years ago. The truck really has a lot to offer, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hey guys, it's Matt here again. I just wanted to thank you for tuning in to the Saturday morning sales meeting and just hearing me out on the 2016 Chevy Silverado. As a lot of you already may know, the Chevy Silverado didn't change a whole lot. Appearance-wise, it changed. But as far as the interior and controls and things of that nature, didn't change much, which is nice for our customers because when they get in a 16, they're already familiar with the whole setup. Apple CarPlay is a great new feature. I strongly recommend you demonstrate that for your customers, and I look forward to many great sales in 2016. I hope you enjoyed this video, and again, this is Matt and Scott Bedell's presentation on the 2016 Chevy Silverado. Hope you all have a great day.